What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times.
I believe it. I sure enough believe it. I mean, we didn't need I think Libs of TikTok said this below. We didn't need a study to know this, but you right, Libs of TikTok, but goddamn it, I believe it. Woke people more likely to be unhappy, anxious, depressed. New study suggests. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a goddamn special. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. We knew this. We knew this already. You know, when I saw this, I said I got to bring this to my audience, man. This is one more time for me. Goddamn. Man, before we get into it, y'all, I just gotta let y'all know that we sitting at 7,780 subscribers. Dare I say we might hit 8,000 by next Monday. Man, we gotta make it happen. So I'm gonna be hustling all week. We trying to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, but at the rate we going, nah, we ain't gonna push the goals. We ain't gonna push the goals. We're gonna be happy with what we got. So anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As we continue to expose these goofies on the left and on the right too, apparently. Matt Walsh. By the way, follow me on Twitter too, Nick. All right, follow me on Twitter too, because that's the best way to reach me, considering the Discord is now for patrons only. And by the way, the patrons, we are enjoying our favorite movies, TV shows, and everything else in between on the weekends together in the Discord. So if you want to join that, check out the Patreon. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and get into this article, man, because this is hilarious. Like I said, this is a goddamn special. Goddamn. Goddamn. But anyway, so is ignorance bliss? Psychological researchers in Finland have created an assessment to help measure an individual's commitment to principles of social justice and made some surprising findings across the Finnish population. Including a negative correlation between progressive ideals and levels of happiness. Their findings, published in the Scandinavian Journal of Psychology, suggest other Western nations may see similar patterns among their socially conscious citizens. Study author Azkari, I can't say that. A senior researcher at the Invest Research Flagship Center at the University of Turku remarked that the woke discourse has since worked its way into Finnish discourse. This debate was largely data-free, and it could thus be considered a worthwhile question to study how prevalent these attitudes are. No reliable and valid instrument existed prior to the study to assess the extent prevalence of these attitudes in different populations, so I set out to develop one. So basically, this nigga was looking for answers, all right? Their research trajectory included extensive reading on intersectional feminism, critical race theory, queer theory, and other relevant academic principles that inform critical social justice. In other words,
you stupid.
all that y'all be focused on.
Big Shirley.
Wrong soundboard. Anyway. The pilot survey included 851 adult participants, most of whom were associated with the University of Turku. After refining the initial scale, the study was expanded to a more representative national sample of 5,000 participants, distributed via whatever that word is, Finland's largest newspaper. In the end, their final critical social justice attitude scale identifies 7 truisms of woke people. If white people have an average if white people have on average a higher level of income than black people, it is because of racism. Oh, okay, sure. University reading lists should include fewer white or European authors. Sure. Microaggressions should be challenged often and actively. Sure. Trans women who compete with women in sports are not helping women's rights. We don't need to talk more about the color of people's skin. A white person cannot understand how a black person feels equally well as another black person. A member of privileged group can adopt features or cultural elements as whatever. The gender divide was probably most surprising to me. 3 out of 5 women view woke ideas positively, but only 1 out of 7 men, because men have common sense. because men have common sense. This was especially true of women in fields such as social sciences, education, and humanities. By contrast, participants who worked in STEM were more likely to critique social justice efforts associated with being woke. Hello. However, the most concerning finding was that the relationship between mental health and agreement with the scale. Specifically, researchers found a high prevalence of anxiety and depression in people who believe that the statement, if white people have on average a higher income than black people, it is because of racism. More broadly, they found that those who identified as left-wing were most likely to report lower mental well-being. Holy. Okay. Whoever this is warned against whatever that word is, their findings to intentional audiences just yet, particularly across Western nations. The studies were quite robust, with a sample size of about 5,000 and a good psychometric properties. However, the scale would need to be validated in North America samples in order to know how these attitudes manifest there. I encourage colleagues in the United States to study the prevalence of those attitudes in the country where they originate from. This is another goddamn special. Guys, I mean, we knew this already. And this, you know, you know why I believe it? Because their data pretty much lines up with that other metric that we found, where we learned that young Gen Z men are going way right and young Gen Z women are going way left. You want to know why? Because men got common sense.
You stupid.
I'm just saying. And it makes sense because I forgot who I was listening to, but it was a young woman that I saw somebody reviewing. She talked about, I forgot what the key word was, but there's this term to describe an attitude of where you don't have any control over your life. Everything is due to somebody who has control and you don't. When you carry out your life in a way where you believe you have no control over what's going on, it makes you more depressed. This is why I choose not to live my life every day through my skin color. Because even if the world was as racist as Black Lives Matter try to convince you that it is, which, let's keep it a bean, China, y'all don't like niggas, okay? We already know. Okay, we ain't talking about China though. China, we know y'all don't like niggas. We ain't talking about y'all. All right. But if the world was really as racist as Black Lives Matter wanted you to believe, why would I ever get out here and think that I have a chance to do anything? Everybody's racist. Everybody hates me. So I would never, there's no point in doing anything because I'm black. Okay? I'm black. So I don't know. I wonder if this data can be validated in America. And I wonder what kind of effect it would have on young people if they actually saw that and thought, damn, I really am depressed. Is this the reason why? If I just took hold of my life. All right. And then another thing is that a lot of these people, their lives are to hell, and their escape is going out here and fighting for some ridiculous ass cause they think they're fighting for. Like these people out here marching, go in their house, look like garbage, trash, buns, cheeks. All right. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Trez, and I got a special message for you. I have overhauled my Patreon. That's right. I finally figured out what we're going to do with it. We're going to be watching the latest movies, TV shows, and animation together as a community. Yeah, that's right. My live reaction, discussion, predictions, all in the Discord chat together, okay? You don't feel like paying for any of these subscriptions for the latest TV shows and movies that you want to watch? That's cool. Just watch it with me. You know what I mean? It'd be like watching it at my house, except on a computer screen. Now, the standard membership is going to allow you to get into the Discord, have access to the chat, and we'll watch everything together. Pretty standard, right? The advanced membership is going to actually give you the ability to be able to come on mic and have discussion with us as we're having a discussion period for whatever it is that we're watching, right? You don't have to come on camera if you don't want to, but it's an option for you. Additionally, you're going to have direct input on the things that we watch. It could be some of the newest stuff. It could be old movies and shows that you want to see my reaction to, or you just want to get my opinion on. Yeah, we're going to do that. And one final thing for the people who have rocked out with me since the beginning, this is for you. If you're already in the Discord, you already in there for free, baby. So go ahead, click on the link below.